GM dudes and dudettes, this is your one and only host Light here, and you're watching the 9th episode of Airdrop Intel, and probably the last video of the month. As some of you already know, I'm gonna be going into the non-fungible conference on Lisbon, which has multitude of different crypto events stacked up together, like the Ordinals Festival. It has Meme Coin Festival, which I believe is the first one, and then there's gonna be like NFT stuff, and it's a pretty interesting event and something I haven't really talked about on the channel before. But some of these events do actually have, like, not quote-unquote airdrops, but they do give free stuff on them, and sometimes on online you can find like discount coupons and stuff like that, or maybe you can get a student discount as well. So sometimes it's good to go to these events to basically network or do content or just farm airdrops and free swag. But let's jump into our first entry on the list, which is very time sensitive. This is Unisat, which we did talk about actually on my Bitcoin airdrops video. Actually, two of those things we talked about on that video have already done an airdrop, Unisat being the second one. And in case you had done transactions with Unisat services within the last 3 months, you're going to be getting 100 pizza slices, and these are going to be convertible to points eventually. And then there's going to be addresses which are holding more than 500 Unisat's points. So this is people who did a lot of inscriptions and types of marketplace trades. And then there's going to be the swapping module. People who had done that get another 500. And Unisat OG pass holders are going to get 1,000. And this is going to be limited amount. The supply is only 21 million here, so you want to basically claim it before it's being claimed. And also it has a limited time window, so in case you people don't claim their points, I don't know exactly what's going to happen to the rest. Are they going to get burned or give away or whatever? But claim this ASAP. Then we have the Olive Chain, and they have kind of ramped up their whole ecosystem. They have a lot more deposits right now, 10 million in dollar value, and 128,000 restakers actually participate on this, which is interesting that it's not really that big of a TVL, but it shows that there's a lot of users here, which is a good thing. And Olive Chain obviously is partnered with CoinList, so this is something that I'm automatically very bullish on. And I have put out some Eigenlayer and Kelp assets basically here. There's multitude of different assets that you can stake here currently, a couple of these, you know. And I just recommend people to kind of like shift around their Ethereum from one point to another. So we had the EtherFi, then we had the Renzo, now we have Swell, Olive, and Mitosis. And some of them are going to be ending in a couple of weeks, and then you're going to be moving the assets from there to the next one. And this should be your strategy, moving with the elevator to the next level all the time, moving your liquidity. That's the strategy here, guys. So yeah, this one is something I recommend doing. Then we have Caldera. A lot of people have already talked about this, but I thought I would be also mentioning it. It has 2 different quests right now, and basically, well, the one is having a 10-hour limit. Well, actually, both of them seem to have 10-hour limit. So once this video is up, you have only a short amount of time to basically participate on this one. And there's going to be more shards coming out, I believe 8 in total. So this is going to be a weekly quest. And I believe people who are going to be collecting all those shards are going to be getting airdrop at the end. So it says 8 quests here already. Moving on, we have Blood Loop. I think this is kind of not necessarily an old airdrop, but it has been talked about in the past. This is going to be a game fee based airdrop. I think there's a lot of hype around all types of game fee projects right now. I think it's a good momentum to kind of get in board. And it's just simple, you know, invite quest and basically doing Twitter posts. And that's the only thing you really need to do with this. So this is extremely low effort. And, you know, you can look into kind of like what exactly they are talking about and doing with this project. But it's probably a game that we are going to be covering in the future. And next up we have YesCoin, which is another of these tapping things on your phone on Telegram. A lot of people are kind of bullish with a lot of these projects, as the Notcoin happened, and that was a great success, as we talked about on the last video. And this is kind of one of the more newer ones. We did cover on last video the aqua thing. I don't remember what exactly it was called, but there's a couple of these around right now, which most of them we have talked about. But I am thinking about doing a whole video about just focusing on these. So make sure you subscribe and hit those notifications on so you won't be missing out once that video will be dropping. And this doesn't require any money whatsoever. You just basically open up the application. It has a bit of a different movement with your hand compared to Notcoin, because the things are like falling down, so you have to kind of like move your thing, which is pretty good because this is like spam prevention in my opinion. So that's kind of bullish. Moving on, we have TapSwap, and this is yet another one of these Telegram tapping things. Allegedly has already 8 million users. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what they actually did state on their Twitter. But they already have 3.9 million followers, which is pretty significant. So I wouldn't be saying that's totally out of question. And they have been around for some time now, but I don't know exactly when did they start this whole thing here. But yeah, it's something that definitely want to participate as well, even if it's a fraction of the cost or the value that the other one basically brought. And then our last entry here, we have Humanity Protocol. This one is also another interesting project. All the thing you need to do for now is basically put your email address and Twitter handle and join the waitlist. And then you get a referral link, which can basically get you more entries. And that's a very short video that we had today. I thought I would be doing something before I leave. And in case you have already done some of these tasks on today's video, check out the previous videos because there's a lot of still ongoing tasks there, and obviously the Notion page, which can be found on the description down below. And I will be seeing you guys on the next video when it will be dropping out. Don't worry, June is going to be a lot more packed with high quality airdrops compared to May. So we're going back to more of that April energy, I think. I think we're going to be seeing ZK Sync, Layer 0, and, well, we have Zeta and a couple of more smaller ones. But we are expecting a lot of drops happening on June. But thanks for watching. I will be seeing you in the next video. Cheers.